Hey everybody, in this video I'll show you how adding one easy to remember note to your minor pentatonic scale can make your leads and solos way more interesting and fun to play. But before we begin, remember to like and subscribe and check out my website scottobryanguitar.com. I have the tabs for hundreds of punk, rock, and grunge songs up there, plus a bunch of other resources, and here we go. So most of you watching this video already know the minor pentatonic scale. It's probably one of the first scales you learn when you start playing like solos or leads as a guitar player, as a rock guitar player. And for those who don't know, this is the A minor pentatonic in the most kind of easiest to remember form. And while it's a great scale and you can get a ton of mileage out of it, it can get tiring if you get stuck in kind of the same patterns and the same boxes on it. So what I want to show you is how adding one note to this scale can open up a lot more possibilities and kind of change the tone of your guitar leads. So if we stick with the A minor pentatonic, the note that we're going to add is 4 frets up or 4 half steps up. So we start with the A here at the 5th fret. We go 6, 7, 8, 9. And so this is going to be a C sharp or a D flat. And we're going to actually play it here at the 4th fret of the A string. It's the same note. And then again, we can always find this note that we're going to add by going 4 frets up from the root note of the scale. So we have a root note at the 5th fret of the E. And then we also have a root note at the 7th fret of the D. So if we go up 4, it's also at the 6th fret of the G. So for the purposes of this example, we're going to add that note at the 4th fret of the A string and the 6th fret of the G string. So that's it. We have the regular minor pentatonic, and then we're going to add this one note in 2 spots. So now we know what the note is and where to play it. Let's look at how we can use it in different types of phrasings. So since this note actually comes from the A blues scale, which has some additional notes I'm not going to talk about in this video, this note is typically used a lot in blues style playing. So for example, we could have something that went like this. We're going to do like kind of a typical kind of blues progression in the minor pentatonic. And then we're going to do another kind of typical blues. That's used a lot. And then kind of a rock descending pattern. And then we're going to add that note in at the 6th fret of the G. And then continuing on, we're going to do something like a descending pattern, and we're just going to end on that blues note. A lot of players like Clapton and Jimmy Page and a lot of blues players will end on that note. And then maybe hit like a 7 chord. So it gives it a very bluesy feel, makes it a little bit more interesting, and gives it maybe a little bit more dimension. And then if we want to use these notes in like a little bit more of a rock and roll style setting, we can do like a Chuck Berry type thing. So Chuck Berry uses that a lot in his music, so we kind of have this minor pentatonic slide. Still in the minor pentatonic. Then we're going to add this little accent. So we're just hammering onto that blues note, so we get a little taste of that blues note. And ending back on that 7th fret, that A. And then we can also do something like this with the other note. So that's the basic gist of what Led Zeppelin's doing. Except they're playing in a different key, so they're playing it up here, but that's the same note. So again, in the rock application, you're probably going to kind of move quickly through that blues note. And in the blues application, you're going to kind of end on it. You're going to emphasize it. And so then moving on to like punk and proto-punk, we know Johnny Thunders influenced a lot of guitar players, and he was very influenced by Chuck Berry. So we're going to go from this to this. So you can see where Johnny Thunders took Chuck Berry's style and kind of made it his own. And remember, it's not about memorizing the scales or knowing all the notes. It's about how you use the scales. So mess around with that note the next time you're playing like along to a backing track or playing with like a band. Try working that in and just experiment with it, because that's the best way for you to develop an identity and figure out the best way to incorporate these kind of blues notes and other notes into your scales. So that's it for this one. I hope you liked the lesson. Remember to like and subscribe and check out my website, ScottO'BrienGuitar.com. I have the tab for hundreds of punk, rock, and grunge songs up there, and I will see you guys next time.